What's up, everybody? Welcome to another obscure reference video. It's your boy Pat. Austin's busy, John's on sabbatical, but there's a developer direct from Xbox themselves, direct from Xbox, developer underscore direct, pardon me, where they went through some of their big releases, maybe coming out this year. I don't know. I've kind of avoided any of the news that's come out from this today, just so I can do a live reaction for all y'all. So, without that, I'm kind of excited to just jump into this. So let's do that. Right off the bat, I know that Indiana Jones is getting a big spotlight here. I did see some stuff about that across my timeline, but I'm really excited to learn more about what was it? Senua's Saga, Senua's Sacrifice, rather, and then I forget what the fourth game was. Uh, Shit, because it's that 4X game that they're working on, and I'm blanking on it. I don't know. I really like this showcase from last year. Uh, oh, Avowed. That's what I'm looking forward to. I'm really looking forward to Avowed. I want to see what that's like. Um, but I really liked when they did this last year, and because it gives the developers a chance to actually talk about their games, and if the games are cool, then I'm excited to learn more about them. And all the games they showed last year were pretty cool, aside from Redfall, which didn't turn out like we had hoped. But what can you do? Cute. Further enforcing that this is about the developers, not so much the games. Though that is a big part of it, for sure. Alright. Yeah, I think the only one I'm not excited about is that 4X one. But I'd be happy to be proven wrong. We're starting off. I don't know, strong. So yeah, this is set in the same world as
Welcome
Blizzard
to
Eternity.
Obsidian Entertainment. I'm so proud to share with you our upcoming fantasy action RPG, Avowed.
Show me.
Avowed is an
Ooh,
adventure
look at that
into
water.
the heart of the living lands, a frontier at the edge of the known world, where you must put a stop to a mysterious
I like how
spiritual
that
plague
looks.
and discover a secret at the heart of the living lands. At Obsidian, we love creating worlds with deep themes, dynamic gameplay, and thoughtful reactivity. And Avowed is no different. We set out to blend the believable and fantastical to give players a world and experience like no other. It's colorful, it's vibrant, it's strange. It's one of the most incredible settings in the world of Aora. There's going to be a lot of great secrets to discover, one of which has a really personal connection to you as the player character, and you're going to have a great time getting to know those secrets and leaving your mark on the world. And when it comes to encounters, our combat brings the best of the moment-to-moment fun that comes with action-oriented gameplay and the depth and breadth of choice that you get with an RPG. Here to talk more about Avowed's combat is Gabriel Paramo, gameplay director.
Here at Obsidian, our team's overarching goal is to empower you with choice. So we developed a flexible combat system that allows you to quickly swap from spellcasting and sharpshooting to melee combat. We want to give you the freedom to mix and match your loadout to fit the way you want to play from moment to moment.
It really does feel like they're making a
For all
Skyrim
battles,
light.
you can combine a variety
Oh,
of weapons,
that was just Skyrim.
attacks, and abilities for tactical advantages against a wide range of enemy types. It's not just hacking and slashing. You're making real-time decisions about when to use your abilities, powerful melee attacks, blocks, parries,
Ooh,
and
we got
special
parries.
attacks.
Okay.
If you choose to
just
approach
crumbled.
combat with a one-handed wand, it feels quick and snappy when dealing damage to enemies.
I like that's the
at mid
wand,
range. Using
whereas
the
in
Tangle
Skyrim it was like,
ability,
the
you can
hands
stop
and stuff.
enemies in their tracks, giving you the opportunity to focus on weaker or tougher combatants in an intentional and controlled
There's a game
manner.
that let me use a
It's
wand.
important to pay attention to the types
I just
of
want to go
enemies
like
you're dealing
Hogwarts or
with.
something. There's a
Some
game like
units are
that.
extremely defensive, some are brutishly difficult, and others you must make sure you prioritize, or their healing capabilities will put you in a tough spot. To help with the different encounters you will face, we provide customizable loadouts that can be quickly switched during combat.
I like that.
That means you can play however you want. Equip a sword and shield and charge into battle. Dual-wield pistols and control the encounter mid-range.
Oh,
or even dual-wield wands.
Is that a party
to feel
member
like
there?
a gunslinging mage.
That'd be cool.
You could use your enchanted wand to freeze enemies, and then use your offhand weapon's power attack to shatter them.
That's
We've
cool.
worked hard
That's
to
cool.
keep you constantly engaged as battles unfold by creating a balance between pressure and manageability during combat.
Players will have ample choices for how to build and progress their envoy in the world of the Living Lands as they get to know the game and the story and explore the many diverse regions. Some quests in Avowed will have you make difficult decisions with profound consequences, like this side quest you may encounter in Shatterscarp, the third region you'll
spoilers.
explore on your journey through the Living Lands. As you're exploring, you come across the bodies of these fallen soldiers, and as you explore the remains of the battle, it's up to you to determine who, if anyone, is at fault.
Just the four of us. Manu, Kiri, Naoki, and me. Training under Captain Rui.
Like, I know this isn't like groundbreaking stuff, but this game does look pretty. Yeah,
In
looks
other
pretty.
words, you're a gang of vigilantes. Not that I'm one to judge.
Here. Take my badge. Take everyone's. Our families deserve to know we fought and died for them.
Making the right choice isn't always what it seems. We embrace moral nuance and gray areas, trusting players to make tough decisions.
She's
in
not reading off a
complicated
prompter at all.
situations.
My squad and I rested in the cave by the water last night, and as we were sleeping, we were ambushed by those miserable Zoribs.
Oh, not the
I was so
Zorbs.
surprised, and it was so dark. I just got separated from everyone else. Look, I can't face those monsters alone, but I have to know if anyone else made it out. Of course he did. Sergeant Asui never has a thought he won't say out loud. So what did he tell you? That Captain Ruiki was sick? That I was paranoid? That I was a dumb baby?
Yeah, big dumb baby.
I heard it all often and loudly. Wait, if you found Sergeant Asui, why is he not here with you? What happened?
At the end of the quest, you have a choice. When you confront Private Naoki, if you believe the story he's told you, you can hand over the badges and let him go back home.
You're right. Real battle isn't something you can prepare for, is it? It's not my fault. No, they should have never have camped in the cave. I'll take the badges. I'm going back to Third Born.
But if you confront him, if you believe that he fled the site of the battle as an act of cowardice, then he might challenge you to a fight to reclaim his honor. Either way, when you return to town, you'll see the consequences of your actions and the choices you made during this quest. Creating an immersive experience like Avowed
Does it?
is
How
anchored
far
in the
does it
world
extend
we
after
built.
that? You know,
Art director Matt Hansen and the team have
is
worked
this
to
like a
create
Baldur's Gate where
unique,
like choices mean
colorful,
something
and
continually, or
dynamic
is it
visual
just
style.
a slight
From
change
the
to the
outset,
overworld?
We knew that we wanted Avowed setting to feel rich, weird, and wonderful.
Does he
We
curl
found
his stash a little bit
inspiration
there?
in a wide swath of real-world cultures, helping us create a unique RPG experience. By contrasting the vibrant with the dull, or verdant spaces with sickly ones, we can better deliver complex emotional experiences
This
for
all
our
looks
players.
great.
The Living Lands is a continent of untamed valleys with widely varied biomes, from luxuriant forests to volcanic wastes.
Like I
And
said,
each
this
of
isn't
those
going to be what
regions
Senua's Saga is
itself
probably going to
is
look
a
like.
conflux of
You know,
storied
where that's
landscapes.
groundbreaking and pushing
All
the edge of what we
regions
can do with
have
the tech
a
we
lot
have
of
now.
special
But like,
things
this looks pretty.
associated with them.
I like the art
But I
style.
have a deep
Is what I'm
place
trying
in
to
my
say.
heart for Shatterscarp. As you're wandering the wastes of Shatterscarp, you might notice off in the distance a vibrant jewel of color. By transitioning from destitute, muted tones of a wasteland of sand and marching in towards a beautiful oasis, there's the opportunity there for life, for adventure, and even a little danger.
Ooh, a little danger.
We hope you've enjoyed this look at Avowed. We're thrilled to share more about the game in the coming months, and we can't wait for you to explore the Living Lands when Avowed launches this fall.
This fall, all right. Are we gonna get okay? I'm liking this. We all saw this already. Are they gonna leave it at fall? I think they are. So what does that mean for the rest of their slate for this year? Because they want to have that one game every quarter. That's a cool bit of splash art. Hello? Oh my word. Fall 2024. Okay. So then, is there 4X game coming out? Let's say this quarter. And then they also have... Because, man, I would have thought Indiana Jones would have been this fall. or even this, truly. So you know this is this year for sure. It's not safe to assume Indiana Jones and the other game are coming this year, necessarily.
Hi, I'm Don Matthews, studio head here at Ninja Theory in Cambridge, UK. We're now in the final months of development on Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, and the team is working hard to bring you an unforgettable journey into Senua's unique world and her battle for survival.
You hear the wind.
Where we have once
It's
again
hella
combined high
blustery
fidelity
over here.
and immersive presentation with a shorter, narrative-led experience that focuses on the things that we really care about, and that we hope you care about too.
Where's my mic picking up? That's what I want to know.
Senua is back with a new quest. She wants to stop the
she was at the
Vikings
Game
who raided
Awards.
her village right at their source, in Iceland. But not just her quest has changed. Senua herself has grown since the first Hellblade. She's made peace with her past and is no longer in such fear of her visions and voices. While the Furies are still her constant companions, she encounters new people along the way, some of which will value her unique perspective, and others who will reject it.
Little by little, this settlement became my tribe.
In the game, Senua arrives in 10th century Iceland on the trail of the Vikings who have been
This game
enslaving her
looks
people.
fucking gorgeous.
In the story, we're trying to be as faithful to history as we can up to a point, establishing a solid framework and then building more surreal elements on top. Senua will face up to giants who have plunged the land into chaos, and which in turn has seen the rise of the Droiga, a violent threat that has swept through the settlements that she'll discover. Senua will make new enemies and also new allies who will come to see her unique perspective as a beacon of hope. And she'll discover, along with us, how this viewpoint can have its advantages.
Getting spooky.
A sign.
Senua is a Celtic warrior who experiences psychosis, seeing things that other people don't, hearing voices, and having unique beliefs about the world around her. To bring Senua's perspective of the world to life in a truthful way, we have once again worked closely with Professor Paul Fletcher at the University of Cambridge, as well as people with lived experience of psychosis.
I like that level of authenticity for this.
It's terrifying.
Players will find themselves traversing beautiful and hostile environments, seeking answers from patterns and signs that Senua sees in her own unique way, and battling through encounters with enemies that will push Senua to her limits.
That doesn't seem fun.
On Saga, we've taken everything to the next level. With a new motion capture space, a bigger stage team, a stunt crew, and a new cast.
We spent a lot of time planning the motion capture shoots, thinking of what events would be good to bring into this fight. Like, how can we make this fight feel different from the previous fight? We have all new combat for the sequel. One of our key goals was the ability to actually tell a story throughout it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It does feel very different from the first game, but it's very brutal and you're very invested in it. Senua isn't a superhero. She's fighting for survival, and we want the player to feel her struggle in every step of her journey. We want the player to always feel like they just scraped through, just survived it.
Mel knows
I'm into
Senua better than anyone, better than I do. Her instincts are amazing, and she really doesn't need much help from me. On stage, our main focus is storytelling. So I get to watch the actors and see all the beautiful expressions on their faces. And then I have to wait a little while, and then I get to see that all again, in-game, in costume, on location, everything. It's a great experience, a great process.
Every discipline in the studio is unified in achieving a deep level of immersion to help suspend
This
your
looks so
disbelief
good.
and pull you into Senua's story. We were lucky enough to do a few reference
gonna say, this
gathering
isn't in-game,
in
is it?
Iceland. You
It's
have to
definitely
be there.
not.
The sense of scale, everything is incredible. And you see a scene or you see a small section of the game and you're like, yeah, that works, that's amazing.
Senua experiences reality differently, and a part of this manifests in the voices he hears.
Pretty
These
good things
voices
about
come
the
to
audio in the
life
first
through
one.
binaural audio, which provides a good representation of this type of
I need to play
auditory
that.
hallucinations.
I will play
As
that
we focus in
later this year.
immersion, binaural audio is perfect for this because through headphones, you surround yourself in a three-dimensional
Xbox.
space. In the first game, we only applied to the voices that Senua listens in her head. In this game, through a spatial audio technology and some extra little things within the game, there is music that is binaural. Every single sound has the potential to be binaural, so everything is spatialized around you, and it's a very beautiful experience.
I just hearing it on this video, like, it sounds great.
Music is a strange language in the sense that it speaks to our emotions fast and deep. It's not only about quality, it's about personality. So when you listen to Hellblade, you know it's Hellblade. On the music, we are working with Heilung, which for me is a personal privilege because I really admire them.
Yeah, this was
You
really
feel
cool.
Their
the game
craft,
was.
their depth, their meaning in the music, it really connects with our game and elevates it to something really special. We are also working with a heavy metal singer, throat singers, and our very own
those
purists.
singers are
They
cool.
sing so beautiful, and we add that binaural touch of music. So this all creates a very immersive and a very special and unique experience.
Yeah, I'm down for that. That sounds awesome.
Our mission here at Ninja Theory is to craft life-changing art with game-changing tech. And that's our aim in Senua Saga Hellblade 2, is to not only see where Senua goes next, but to deliver something really meaningful for our players.
My hope is that they will really connect to Senua as a character, and even if they can't really relate to what she's going through, maybe they know someone that relates to that character and they can then understand that person better.
Well, I don't want to sound cheesy, but in a way I'm Senua, right? She exists and doesn't. It exists through all of our work, through every ninja. So we all are Senua, and we are creating this character that grows and grows and grows and grows and keep growing and keep changing. So that makes it real.
I'm so proud of the love, care and passion our team here at Ninja Theory are putting into Senua Saga Hellblade 2. Our hope is to not only create a game that is great to play, but to craft an experience that leaves you thinking and feeling. From our combat gameplay through to our action set pieces, from our cinematic scenes to our puzzle solving, everything is crafted in service of Senua's journey. A journey that you can embark on May 21st.
May 21st. Alright. Sounds amazing. Coming to Game Pass day one, of course. Awesome. Awesome. I gotta get the first one before that comes out now. I've got a timetable. They're gonna save Indiana Jones for last. I know it. So that's fall. Unknown user guest. Oh, no. No. Square Enix, hold on. Oh, the new Mana game. Oh, interesting. Is that coming to Game Pass? It just took off the other Persona games from Game Pass. They need more RPG love. I know we're about to get Persona 3 Reloaded. That's a cool looking building.
Greetings, Xbox players. My name is Masaru Oyamada, producer for the Mana series here at Square Enix. 聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナの情報を Xbox ユーザーの皆さんにいち早くお伝えできる機会をいただけて
Never played a Mana game
コンソールゲームとしては
for more than 10
17
minutes.
年ぶりとなる聖剣伝説シリーズの完全新作。聖剣伝説シリーズは1991年にファイナルファンタジー外伝として誕生して以降、
Big facts.
マナと
Did.
聖剣をめぐって描かれる愛をテーマに個性豊かなキャラクターたち、
Oh, quirky cast of
心に
characters.
響く楽曲の数々、武器の特性を生かして戦うアクション RPG としてこれまでに17作発売され長らく愛
Jeez
されてきま
Louise,
した。
17.
本作は30年以上の
I
歴
remember
史あ
that
るシリーズの最
was
新
that a
作と
remake
な
that
るた
came out
め
a couple years ago
これ
on
ま
the
で
Switch?
培われてきた聖剣伝説としての世界をしっかり感じられるものを目指して鋭意制作中です。 フィールドでは自然や精霊とのつながりを感じられる色彩豊かな聖剣伝説の世界を体験してもらえると思います。
I like this.
シリーズおなじみ
Now
のモンスター
I'm
た
new
ち
to the
も今
Legend
作
of
に登
Mana
場しています。
and everything Mana, but I like that it was an RPG, but it was still like a active battle sort of situation, not like, you know, other
今回
RPGs.
これらのおなじみのモンスターたちを作り出した聖剣伝説の生みの親である石井光一さんとともに聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナの内容を紹介していきた
What
いと
can
思
we
います
expect? What can we expect?
Hello, I am
Hello.
Koichi Shi from Grabs. I am so happy to introduce the newest game in the Mana series to Xbox players. 初期の頃からシリーズ作品に登場しているモンスターたちは私が考案したものですが、中には
That's
小
cool.
学生の
That's
頃
really cool.
すでにイメージができていたものもあります。今作では初めはドット絵からスタートしたモンスターたちをどのような形で最新化して聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナに落とし込むか、
I like the
デ
cell
ザイン
shaded
の
style
方向
they
性
got
から
going here.
モデルの完成イメージまでを監修する立場でプロジェクトに参加しました。聖剣伝説ファイナルファンタジー外伝を作っていた頃から自分の頭の中ではモンスターたちは立体的に生き生きと動いて、これまで自分が携わった作品ではそれらをどうやって当時の技術で表現できるかにこだわって作ってきました。最新作では聖剣伝説のモンスターたちのただ可愛いだけではなく恐ろしさの部分もしっかりと表現できているので、バトル中はモンスターたちの表情にも注目してください。
No, I'm seeing it.
これまで聖剣伝説シリーズには空を旅する海を渡る手助けをしてくれる頼もしい仲間たちがいましたが、今作には広大なフィールド探検に欠かせない新たな仲間が登場します。
Oh,
陸上を猛スピードで駆け回ってくれるピックル。ピックルも石井さんが新たに考案してくださっています。
新たな仲間を考えるにあたっては今作のマスコットキャラクターになるくらい可愛い動物にしたいという漠然とした思いがありました。その上でヨークシャテリアの毛並み、見た目はアルマジルによく似た仙山港や古代エジプト神のアヌビスの子供といった具体的なイメージが浮かんできて、それぞれの特徴を取り入れながらラフデザインを書き起こしました。デザイナーにもアイデアを出してもらいながら足の長さや丸まった時のイメージなどゲームの中での見え方も考えながら調整を重ねていき、ピックルは誕生しました。
もう一つの挑戦は楽曲面です。過去さまざまなコンポーザーが携わられた楽曲の雰囲気が感じられつつも、最新作として素晴らしい新たな楽曲が生まれました。 BGM でもしっかり聖剣伝説シリーズらしさを感じてもらえると思います。過去シリーズの楽曲を手掛けたクリエイターたちが全100曲という大ボリュームの制作に挑んでくれま
like
した。
a lot of RPGs nowadays have around that.
新たな試みとしてフィ
They're
ー
so
ルドの探索
massive
から
usually.
バトルまでをシームレスに体験できるよう、今作では
Oh,
インタラ
what
クティブ
game
ミュー
does
ジッ
that
クを導
really
入して
well?
冒険の没入感を高めてくれます。
Oh, I can't
探索
remember. It
中
might
の
be Final
BGM が
Fantasy
バ
16,
ト
but
ル
I
に
might
入
be
った
wrong.
瞬間、アレンジが切り替わる様を実際に聞いて
Or
みましょう。
Horizon. This is the calmest battle music I've ever heard. I'm sorry.
今作はアクション RPG 聖剣伝説のアクション部分が強化されています。空中でのアクションがバトルの
Is that a
鍵となって
cat girl?
武器での攻撃だけでな
I
く
can't tell.
魔法で
I
の
just
攻
saw a
撃も
tail
可
and
能にな
ears.
っています。
It's a cat something.
そして本作ならではの特徴として聖剣伝説シリーズではおなじみの精霊たちがいますが、
Oh, I like
そ
that
の
boss.
力を宿
Look
した
at that.
武器を使うとバトルを手助けしてくれるようになります。
Is that a boss?
精霊によっては様々
Yes,
な
yes, yes,
特性の違いがありますので、その効果とともに聖剣伝説の世界らしい不思議な力で爽快なバトルを楽しんでいただけます。
オリジナルモンスターやピックルにも注目してほしいのですが、聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナは聖剣伝説らしさを感じてもらえる作品になるよう、小山田君を中心にチームのみんなが 頑張って作ってくれ
It's
ていますので、
definitely PR
ぜひ
talk, but
発売日を楽しみに待っていてください。私自身もプレイするのを楽しみにしています。
it's definitely a PR move, but it does say
聖剣
something
伝
that
説シリーズと
someone's
し
been
て
at the
初め
series since the
て
beginning.
Xbox ユーザーの皆さんにお届けする本作「聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナ」は今後もさまざまな情報をお届けしていきますので、ぜひご期待ください。この夏、この忘れられない冒険を Xbox ユーザーの
Man,
皆
when
さ
Phil
んに楽
Spencer
しんで
said
い
we're
た
going
だ
to
け
be
る日が
expanding more
今
into
から待ちきれませ
the
ん。
Eastern markets in Japan, he wasn't kidding. This summer, very cool, very cool. Not coming to Game Pass, as far as I can tell. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we wait to reveal that until we have a release date. They're 100% gonna wait for indie, yeah. I bet you this will be out within the next couple of months. And then indie's the big summer blockbuster, maybe. This is one of the original teams that worked on Civ, right?
Hello, and
Hello.
welcome to Outside Games. We founded the studio in 2013 with our decades of personal experience.
Homie looks like a Civ
building some of the
character.
most beloved strategy
I'm
games
sorry.
of all time, like Civilization V.
He seems very nice.
We came together to create something new and innovative in a genre we all love. Ara History Untold is the game we've dreamt of making.
Ara
Art is
History
an
Untold.
homage to historical gamers, strategy gamers,
I'm a historical
4X
gamer.
gamers. It features
So
all
the
the
gaming
depth and
binges
gameplay
have been
fans of this genre
historic.
love, where you'll explore the world, expand your nation, govern your people, and engage with your rivals on the international stage. But it isn't just more of the same. With Ara, we wanted
This
to
looks-
challenge some of the preconceived notions about the genre, push it forward in a modern, empowering, and truly compelling and approachable way.
For example, we have over 100 instruments on display in the office, which are all things that we purchased
No,
in
I
order
like
to
that.
add to the soundtrack and expand the game and make it really good. Hi, Dan. That's Dan. We started in his basement.
That's fun. I like
It's
that.
been an amazing process to see from concept to completion. We started small, building a robust game engine, questioning our design assumptions, and prototyping out features, rediscovering what made us fall in love with strategy games in the first place.
The end result is Ara, the historical grand strategy game that presents a living
Mm.
world where you can
Sorry,
rule how
that-
you want to
I like
rule
that.
and
That's
chart your
nice.
own path to becoming the most prestigious nation on the planet.
For Ara, we knew we needed deep systems with outcomes that encourage exploration and give players the power to experiment and make meaningful strategic choices while still having agency over their playstyle.
We also wanted to explore more in different parts of history and give players from around the world the chance to see the game reflect their unique perspective and not just ours.
And finally, we knew that for players to feel the impact of their decisions, they would need to see their choices reflected in the game world itself, not just through numbers on a menu. One of the first differences you'll see when you dive into Ara is what we call the living world. It's a procedurally generated alternate Earth, bursting with life, an intuitive, authentic, and immersive space, a blank canvas for players to paint the society of their dreams.
The living world isn't just a map, it reflects the choices players make over the course of the game. They can see everything from the settling of the wilderness to cultural influence on architecture over time to the thousands of citizens living their lives and reacting to the changes. We want players to feel like
This
they're
looks like some of
truly
my favorite parts
occupying
of
the
Civ,
world, leading their
visually
people as they
speaking,
thrive
just
and grow.
more though.
Core to the vision of Ara is our philosophy of rule how you want to rule. And no feature better exemplifies this than the prestige system.
Listen.
To win a
I'll
game,
rule
of
how I
War,
want to rule.
players will compete
Let's
with
just
their
say the
rivals to
trains
build
will
the
never
most
be late.
influential, impressive, and important nation the world has ever known. This is measured by prestige, the
Jean
player's
d'Arc.
score that proves their worth as a leader.
The prestige system gives players the chance to decide what kind of leader they want to be. Do they want to pursue great works of arts and culture? Military might? Scientific advancement?
Hello?
The choice is theirs.
Sorry. I see
In
Max excited.
Ara,
I
there
start
are no
getting
set
excited.
victory conditions. Players get to decide what is most important to them and focus and prioritize on those goals while still being able to win the game.
Personally, when I play Ara, I like to build triumphs. Triumphs are our collection of incredible monuments and architectural achievements from throughout human history. Like the Great Pyramid of Giza. They're
That's a
hard
good
to
one.
build,
That's a good one.
but worth it, giving huge prestige bonuses and
Well,
game-changing abilities to
Pyramids
the
of
nation
Giza,
that constructs them.
famously hard to build.
Another aspect
in
of
those
Aura
days.
that I'm personally excited about is our crafting system.
The crafting system offers a unique challenge to the player that they generally won't see often in the 4X genre. Succeeding at balancing, gathering the right things,
That
turning
is
them
odd.
into the tools that you
Huh.
need, and then finally getting to the outcome or reward of something like an important improvement or triumph just changes the challenge that exists in Aura compared to other 4X
Is this
games.
a 5X then?
Crafting plays out in Aura at a national scale, with players honing and combining the natural resources they harvest into all manner of goods and components. Those are the foundation for everything,
got a good
from
accent.
international
I like it.
trade to improving their cities and citizens' lives, and even manufacturing the weapons necessary to draft military units. The crafting system in Aura encourages thoughtful, advanced planning. It rewards players who can see the strategic outcome of all their collective decisions, and not just the individual ones.
I'm proud of the work that's gone into our simultaneous turn system. Many strategy games have players alternate taking turns and reacting to their opponent's moves. In Aura, all players' actions are resolved at the same time. This rewards players' ability to navigate uncertainty, to predict and strategically plan for a variety of scenarios in the moment. This
This
system
just
makes Aura
feels like a
feel more
different
real.
skin version
In a
of
typical
Civ.
strategy game, once your turn
And
is
I'm
finished,
kinda
you
into
don't have to
that.
wait for a long time.
I'm kinda into
With
that.
simultaneous turns, generally speaking, those times are very low. You get to keep playing the game and stay engaged rather than having those periods of downtime where you're not doing anything.
It's not easy sifting through all of history and picking what to
That's
include.
probably
For
true.
Aura, we wanted to offer a fresh perspective, so we looked at cultures and societies throughout the millennia with the broadest lens possible.
Where this approach really shines is in our leaders. Leaders are so often seen as military personnel or prominent government figures, but leaders come in so many different forms. They're thought leaders, scientific and cultural prodigies, and many more.
There's my boy,
Each leader in Aura
Copernicus.
has a number of special
Famous
abilities
leader.
determined by their personality traits, as well as a powerful and unique leader trait informed by their contributions to world history.
With a diverse global roster, we know players will find leaders that they will want to play. And even a few that may surprise them with how fun it is when those leaders are handed the reins of power.
For us at Oxide, player
That's
feedback
fun.
is the only way to really understand what you're making. It gives us that priceless perspective from the people we're making Aura for, you.
Building the game alongside real players has given us that critical player feedback. In the end, we believe this makes for a deeper connection between the players and the game.
One of my favorite examples is when we first introduced the concept of dangerous wildlife to the game. It turns out, in our first iteration, it was maybe a little bit too aggressive or disruptive. We knew we should probably make a change when one of
That's
our
kinda funny.
insiders made a forum post that was just,
Cougars, cougars.
Cougars, I hate cougars!
"Someone get these feline demons away from me." I'm happy to report, based on more recent
That's very
feedback,
funny.
that I think we ended up in a good place with the overall threat level of mountain lions to a player's citizenry.
It's been years of hard work to bring you a strategy experience like no other. And we're so excited that we can finally see the finish line. We can't wait for players to get their hands on the game later this year.
But the launch of Aura is only the beginning. We are going to maintain our insider program after the release date and continue to listen to players and support the game into the future.
Cool.
On behalf of everyone at Oxide Games, thank you for joining us today. We can't wait for you to play Aura and to create your own history.
I am gonna try it. Fall. So is Indy closer than we think it is? No way. No way. I'm trying to keep Xbox to their release schedule that they put out. This isn't me being hopeful or huffing any copium. Oh, they're both okay. Well, one game a quarter is just probably not gonna happen. All right, show what you got. Radio silent for years.
Hej och välkommen till Uppsala, Sverige, här hos Machine Games. We are really excited to finally be able to share our work on
I know
Indiana Jones.
different cultures, different language,
Since
but
the
that's
first
just
film came out,
man.
Indiana Jones has always
unfortunate.
represented the ultimate adventure. Even today, it's one of the most iconic franchises in pop culture. In this game, you are
Notice how they cut it off after Last
playing
Crusade?
as Indy. You are Indiana
I'm right there with them.
Jones. You will see through his eyes and experience a journey that we hope lives up to the proud legacy of Indiana Jones. When Todd Howard first told us about his vision for the game, we knew we would be a very good fit to help bring it to life.
I've wanted to make an Indiana Jones game
Todd.
forever. I'd had this idea for what it would be like and the story, what Indy was going after, what period of his life it was in, what kind of arc he was going to have. And as the years went on, I thought, who would be like the best studio in the world to make this? And it was my friends at Machine Games. I can remember pitching Lucasfilm on the game and being, a little bit nervous because, look, it's
very
Indiana
windy outside.
Jones, and
That's what I'm
their
listening for.
response was just overwhelmingly positive, and just that excitement has bled through the whole project, and they have just been so trusting and supportive of everything that we want to do with the game.
Word on the street
It's been
is
a long
you
time.
give a really
I've
good
been a
pitch for
fan
this
of
game.
this my whole life, and I couldn't be more excited to show
He
you
looks like
what
an
the
Indiana
team
Jones
here has been
fan.
up to. Let's take
I'm
our
just saying.
first look at the new Indiana Jones game.
Why did he get to introduce it? Why
Let
didn't
me
Machine?
tell you what you are missing, Dr. Jones.
All right.
While you were playing your pointless game, I was playing you.
This is a strong start.
If you're wondering if maybe you should have built yourself a life of meaning instead of ending up here, dead and forgotten in the sense of Africa.
Classic indie. Classic indie.
Myths. History. Just different ways to interpret the past.
It's a cool shot.
Thousands of years of humanity's thoughts and beliefs.
Just confirmed first person then?
Scattered
Yeah.
and buried.
Yeah. Oh,
Just
cool.
waiting
First person puzzles, come on now.
to be found.
Not revolutionary, but the fact that it's India, we get to do
Just
that.
run away from your problems, Indiana.
Watch me.
Oh, I got some stealth going on. Oh, there's the Wilhelm screen. Love
Throughout
it.
history,
Yeah.
mankind has built sites of great spiritual significance.
Sounds like Troy Baker.
If you were to draw a line through these ancient sites,
I know
around
it's
the
Troy
world,
Baker, that's why I say that.
you get a perfectly aligned circle.
Ooh, please somebody gets to go on that. Can you switch to? Okay. I'll be quiet.
I've
Love
had
that.
run-ins with these guys before. Trust me, it ain't a walk in the park.
Okay, then. Let's see if you can keep up.
What do you mean if I could keep up?
Woo! This looks dope. Come on now. Let's go.
Patron of the fallen angels. Protector of the Chukulimani. The Great Circle.
Yeah, we're in the streets. That was the name. Oh.
You have any idea how old that was?
Whoa. Do we have a date? We're in the streets. It says it's this year.
Indiana Jones is such an iconic character, and he means so much to so many people. Everyone here at the studio has their own indie stories and memories. Most of us grew up with his adventures and have been fans of the movies and the character for years. He's a brilliant archaeologist, he's a charismatic everyman, he's passionate and determined. And for us, he's synonymous with adventure.
Now we have the opportunity to tell a new Indiana Jones story for a modern gaming audience. Our game is all about putting you in Indy's shoes, letting you see and feel what he sees and
It's
feels.
really windy out there.
For us at Machine Games, we do that best through first person. It's the ideal perspective to bring you into the rich, exciting, and interactive world we've built. We believe that being up close and personal to the adventure
I had a
is
feeling it'd
key,
be first person,
making
but
each
good to
action
actually
feel
have
like
the hard
your own.
confirmation on that.
Whether it's cracking your whip, solving puzzles in ancient temples, or seeing your knuckles go bloody in a fistfight, all of these moments are much more intense in first person. But we
good.
still want
Looks
you
good.
to have those moments. Seeing his iconic silhouette with the hat and the whip.
See, and that's
And
the
so
argument for
things
the third
like
person.
cutscenes and environmental traversal, we pull the camera back for a third person.
Oh, interesting. Okay. A little bit of both.
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is set between Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade.
Because remember, Temple of
When our
Doom
game
is a
begins,
prequel.
Indiana is working at Marshall College. He wakes up in the middle of the night to the sounds of a break-in and rushes to confront the thief in the college museum. The mysterious giant of a man makes off with what seems to be a historically insignificant artifact, sparking Indiana's curiosity.
Who the hell are you?
Following the trail, Indiana heads to the Vatican, hoping to learn why this particular relic was stolen, and discovers that things aren't what they appear.
They never are.
He starts pulling at the strings of a mystery, and it all unravels until he has no choice but to see it through to the end, whatever the end may be.
Classic. Love this. Classic Indiana right here.
On next plane to Rome. Stop. Need help. Stop.
Stop.
Meet me in Vatican.
Stop.
Indy.
Stop.
We always talk about how clever Indiana Jones is. That had to be one of our guiding principles when we were thinking about the type of game we were making.
It'll break my immersion because I am not
He
clever.
wasn't using his wits to get through the situation.
I'm gonna get
most
stumped on a
authentic
puzzle and it's like,
Indiana
this is
Jones
what an idiot would do.
experience we can make is the one that makes you think first.
Sure, there will be some obstacles that will be more easily overcome with the revolver or a gun taken from a disarmed guard. But I think most of the time you'll have more fun and, to be honest, a more genuine indie experience by finding more clever ways to solve a problem.
We always want to be offering more solutions, whether it's trying a different path through the environment to get around enemies, observing enemy patrols and using them to your advantage, or using the tools at your disposal, like the whip.
It's an amazing global adventure with action propelling you through your journey.
We have these really diverse environments for you to explore. Indy's journey will take him to the forgotten
That was
temples of
kinda so dark.
Sukhothai,
Calm down, Pat.
the pyramids of Egypt, the snow-peaked Himalayas,
Fun,
and
fun.
beyond.
We look
Yeah, keep it
carefully
close to
at
the
each
chest. I don't wanna know
location
everything.
and the time period the game is set in, and we're trying to make it as authentic and accurate as possible.
We love creating rich, vibrant worlds, and in this game, we also had the goal of making it feel like a true cinematic Indiana Jones adventure.
One of the biggest ways to do that is with the music.
Yes. Absolutely.
John Williams is the original composer for the indie films, and we're really lucky to have found Gordy Hub, a composer who's been able to capture Williams' essence with his score for The Great Circle.
They couldn't have gotten John Williams out of retirement a little quicker
we
to
also
do the
take
score,
a very
huh?
movie-like approach to things like cinematics. We're very physical with our production style.
That's
We
okay.
use a
Troy
lot of
Baker's
stunt
used to it.
Things like
No.
this help us bridge the gap between making a game and making a movie.
And of course, our characters do a lot to help bring the world to life as well. Next to Indy, Gina is our other main protagonist. Where Indy is pursuing answers just for the sake of curiosity, Gina has a personal stake in getting to the bottom of the core mystery.
Gina is an investigative reporter who has a lot riding on this adventure. She's been tracking a lead for some time, and now she's found an ally in this determined American professor. Their paths are intertwined, and they'll need each other in order to get to the bottom of this mystery.
Okay then, let's see if you can keep up.
Fine. What do you mean if I can keep up?
We always love our villains and think we might have
Best.
found a favorite one yet in Emmerich Voss. He's this intensely psychological man. He's obsessed with the human mind and manipulating it.
He's highly intelligent and the perfect foil for Indy. They're both brilliant people, compelled by their passions and obsessions, but driven down wildly different roads.
He creeps up on you and gets under your skin like he gets under in the skin. It's captivating.
Dead and forgotten in the sense of Africa.
One of our mottos for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is adventure first. But in every indie adventure, there are always those moments where he finds himself in the action.
That's been one of those balancing acts for us, and we've ended up with this sort of hybrid experience that mixes melee combat, stealth, and gunplay.
How you approach any given situation is up to you.
It's like this.
You
I
may choose to
appreciate
sneak
that
around
stuff's
an enemy
there.
patrol, or maybe you'll just pick
And I'll
up a
try my
shovel and
darndest
whack
to
them on the
stay
back of their
stealthy.
head.
But it
And
never
when
ends
you
that
can't use
way.
your wits, you got Indie's most iconic tool. Just like you see in the movies, one of our goals has been to make the wit
Whip.
as fun and multi-purposed as possible. We want it integrated into every aspect of the game.
You can use it
It's
as a
gotta be.
traversal tool to make your way around the environment.
That's so cool.
You can use it as a distraction.
That's so cool.
And yes,
Did you see
you
a
can
whip?
absolutely use it in combat. Everything you'd expect from
That's so
Indie's
cool.
whip. And hopefully a little
It's
bit
so
more.
cool.
Puzzles are a key feature in our game. The spirit of discovery is so important to Indiana Jones.
Absolutely.
Obviously, there are a handful of puzzles on the main path, but a lot of the puzzles are optional and are just there for the players who want to experience them.
Come on now.
Epic traps,
That's cool.
small secrets, and hidden puzzles that blend right in with their surroundings.
That sounds
One
dope.
thing I love about our game is the level of interactivity that we have. We have this world of mystery where anything could potentially hide a secret. The more you look, the more you'll discover.
It's tickling the adventure in me. Let's do it. It's coming out today. Shadow drop. That's a lie. They said there weren't going to be any shadow drops.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Oh. I saw a saw trap like this once.
I want to thank you all for joining us for our big reveal of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Machine
Yeah.
Games is known
It's a
for
game board.
creating
Did you
these
see the
roller
game board?
coaster experiences
Right there.
with huge set pieces,
Right there.
surprising twists, and immersive narratives. It's exciting for us that we have been able to stay so true to the Indiana Jones franchise and create such an authentic experience while still being able to showcase what makes us us. We are making a game for everyone,
game
whether you
where
are very familiar with the franchise.
You go on
or
an
not.
adventure and maybe
Because
punch
at the heart
Nazis.
of Indiana Jones is an
was a perfect
incredible
fit.
adventure, and I think that's something everyone wants to be part of. I'm also very excited to announce that Indiana Jones
What's
and
the
the Great
release date?
Circle will be coming later this year.
Okay.
And we cannot wait to
Todd!
share more soon.
Todd, no! Oh. Got away. So we'll probably get a release date over the summer. I have to imagine this will be, what, October? November? They don't leave it till December. Size look just a little bit off. That's just me, though. That looks good. Looks real good. I didn't want to put a outro sizzle.
Should take one?
Is it animals, children, and game developers?
Our mission here at Ninja Theory is to craft life-changing art with game-changing tech.
The only thing I really wanted from this was a release date for Senua. And we got that. Everything else we kind of already knew. I actually wanted to see the gameplay of Indiana Jones. And Avowed. I'm glad that we got a window for that at least.
Is anchored in the world
I
we
can see it
build.
can push a little bit though. Maybe not. That's his fault.
You aren't
This only
just
says 2024.
playing
I can
as
see that
Indy,
being
you
pushed.
are Indiana Jones.
My name is Masaru Oyamada. 今作はアクション RPG 聖剣伝説のアクション部分が強化されています。
Like I came in with, you know, an expectation that I get to look behind the scenes of these games that I'm sort of looking forward to, and it came out, you know, actually pleasantly surprised that I actually want to try Ara. I don't necessarily want to play Visions of Mana, but everything else here looks great. I'm very excited for all that. That was good. Well done. Thanks for watching. No, thanks for showing. You know what I mean? I'm sure we'll get more. Oh, goodbye. Yeah, well, we don't care about Elder Scrolls. No, that was good. That was good. I, you know, came into this expecting a cozy little time. Expected to see some Indiana Jones gameplay. We got, you know, all of that. We got some Avowed gameplay as well. I wish we had a little bit. We had like more dates, like hard set dates. I know that's their, you know, Xbox is terrified because they had to push Starfield like 5 times. Same with Halo, but I wish we had something, and this all feels like, I know, like, who was it, Aaron Greenberg, that said that they wanted to do one release every quarter, and I know that was a couple years ago. For the most part, before last year they weren't able to hit that. Last year I think they did hit that. Um, but I don't know what their strategy looks like for this year. I mean, obviously Senua comes out, but that's after the first quarter is over. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I don't know. And then you have two games coming out in the fall. We don't know when Indy's coming. So I'm just kind of holding them up to the standard they set for themselves by saying they want to do a game per quarter. I'm honestly indifferent whether or not they actually stick to that. Truly, I just want these games to be good. When these games come out, I want them to be good. The end of story. Point blank. Period. So yeah, I'm glad to see that a lot of these are on the right path. I did not expect to be into Aura as much as I was. I do play quite a bit of Civ now and again, so that just looks like a different version of that. So I'm into that. Avowed, I've been excited for Avowed for a while now. It's just a fantasy RPG from the makers of Fallout New Vegas and The Outer Worlds. Yes, The Outer Worlds. So I'm excited. I've always been excited for that. Everything we saw about that looks great. Visions of Mana, not so much my thing, but it's cool. It's coming to Xbox for sure. Senua's Saga, come on now, that looks awesome. I gotta play the first one before that comes out. Expect some streams with that, and then Indiana Jones would star the show. I think that had a really good showing here. Um, I'm very excited about everything they showed. It looks like they understand the source material. It looks like they understand the assignment, and it looks really, really good. Honestly, I think visually, well, yeah, I have my criticisms of it for sure, but it's not a finished product, so I really can't level that at that, really. Um, but yeah, I think this was a good direct, and I'm glad I watched it. I'm glad I reacted to it. This is kind of a chill reaction, I kind of expected that going in, but yeah, no, this is good. This is a good time. Only at 48 minutes. Yeah, 48 minutes. I did feel it drag a little bit, if I'm being honest. You could probably pick up the pacing, make it a little tighter on these things. But I like that these exist so that we can hear from the developers and see behind the scenes, because most game presentations you don't get that. But I like that Xbox is putting them forward so that you see them first and you get to see how excited they are, because it's infectious. Seeing these people that are big fans of Indiana Jones, it's like, I just really like Indiana Jones because you really like Indiana Jones, and same with Avowed. Like, people getting excited about their combat system. It's like, I'm into that, and Ara especially. Like, they were very excited about what they're working on over there, and I am too as a result. So, the passion, the excitement that these developers have, I think, is a shining point of why I think these developer directs are great, and Xbox needs to keep doing them. I think it's turning into a once a year sort of situation, just based on the cadence that they've had with these before. And the only other one was a year ago now at this point. So I expect we won't see another one of these till the next year. But I really dug this, and I hope you did too. And if you did, don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. What are you What are you let me try that again. What are you most looking forward to of what we saw here today? Are you looking forward to R? Are you looking forward to Visions of Mana? There's a lot of good stuff here. So yeah, leave all that in the comments below. Leave a follow on our socials. We'll have a link to that in the description. Subscribe, hit the bell, and so you can know when we're going live with our streams. We stream every Monday and Thursday with other surprise streams here and there that we announce on our socials and our community feed. So again, subscribe, hit that bell just so you know when we're going live and all that stuff. But with that, I will talk to you later.